All right, I am back, and it's the morning now because I decided it'd be easier to stream in the morning than at night. So we'll see how that lasts. But um, and with more Elder Scrolls Oblivion, so I'm gonna go back to Cassian the Emberfist, which last time I was playing, I'd actually just finished a mission where we were going along and taking out a bunch of uh, dudes who had stolen Dwemer artifacts, and actually succeeded in finishing the mission. And then I decided I was going to go back to the Imperial City, and the game crashed right before I got back to the city. Um, I think what was the city? I got all the way to Skingrad and died. So that sucked. So I think what I decided that I want to do is to go to I'm gonna basically redo this part, and this is permadeath. So if I lose, then I'm deleting my save or whatever. But I did finish this mission, and I feel it's unfair that like if I were to go back and lose or something, um, that would be it. So if for whatever reason I get killed, I'll probably restart the save because I did beat this mission the first time. And then from there, it'll go back to being permadeath. So if I wander my way all the way to Skingrad and like a bear mauls me here, then I'll be dead. But otherwise, I'm going to continue on as I was, which the plan was good to go to Imperial City. So, but first, we got to finish this off by going to the Varus camp. We visited so far the Ailes camp and Broch, Dagny, and then Bodean. This is the one where I actually nearly died, so I burned all my pots. But um, anyway, so it should be good. I don't think we should have too much trouble doing this. I'm talking a lot because I'm slightly nervous over the whole thing. But yeah, generally speaking, we've been doing pretty well, except for this one person who I think, yeah, was out here. I'm picking up some pretty sweet loot. Ah, see, that's a good mace. I don't know if we have how much. We actually already have a Mace of Frost. Interesting. Yeah, see, we got these helmets, which are pretty sweet too. So we're gonna be able to sell those. Got a little bit more room. That, yeah, we'll take it. And so, anyways, with this playthrough, with Cassian, the emphasis is there's a whole list of things that are like Cassian's kind of like main priorities. Number one is to finish the Mage Guild quest. Aha. Right. But yeah, obviously Cassian's main thing is he likes to punch with his fists and use fire spells. So, um, but his main abilities are kind of all over the place. Hold on. Oh, I didn't. I thought I had slept. Weird. It's like the game saved right before I had slept, not afterwards. Okay, well we'll handle that. Anyways, so the big deal was that I was supposed to go on a Mage's Guild quest. And Cassie and we maybe accidentally pickpocketed a mage in the guild, and so we're kind of permaban, not permaban, temporarily banned, but before I get back in, I have to collect what is it, Dragon's Tongue and Red Wart, I think it was. And I have no idea where those are, and I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to have to find it in the game because I haven't honestly run across it in previous playthroughs, so I have no idea how to do that. So we're just kind of a wandering, doing things. Which Cassian's other directive is that he likes doing. The other directive is to do morally ambiguous quests, or ones that involve like magical stuff, and so this definitely falls into the magical quest category. So, anyways, let me save because I learned the hard way this game will crash hard with long gaps without any saves, especially if you're outdoors. So, thing to learn, but yeah. All right, my skeleton just kind of went off and aggroed. He just kind of like ran off and attacked someone, and aggro them both at the same time, but that worked out okay. Could have gone badly. But yeah, look at that armor. This guy doesn't wear armor, or we don't wear armor. And there we go. So that would be what we need for the quest. So I would carry a lot more stuff, because we don't wear armor, and so we should have a lot of carrying capacity. So unfortunately, part of this, I can't reverse anything with the save state, is that the quest in question that I got bonked from the Mages Guild doing was the one where I pick up the Ring of Burden. So I literally have to carry the Ring of Burden until I figure this whole Mages Guild situation out, which is kind of rough. But you know, it's just basically like I don't have any armor. I just have to walk around like I do have a full set of armor on, which yeah, it's just what it is. So, you know, you deal with things as you do. So, anyways, Cassian's definitely had a lot more interesting of a journey than my last playthrough, which largely was going, you know, entirely smoothly until a trap killed my character instantly, which could still happen for sure. But that one was, you know, we were just kind of like moving smoothly along the main quest line until that happened. Ah, okay, this is one of those ones with the spiral staircase, and scary monsters down there. So we'll kind of avoid this and start making our way back. So I am going to save here, as I should do at the end of any major updates in his story, so I don't have to do this again. And then we're just going to make our way back. So if I die now, it is permadeath back on the table. So we're going to head first to Skingrad, because I've got some stuff I need to do there. I think there's someone who's going to have a potion for us, and then I'm going to sell some of this cool stuff that we got. Alright, and that is Kvatch, which is where the main quest storyline takes place, the very first big mission. Ah, okay, we've already found this place. Yeah, see, there's motherwort, but what we need is redwort. Oh, hello. Just a little bit of imp training there. Sure, why not? I think we can. We're about to sell stuff, so I can afford to carry it back with me. Keep heading east. Oh my god. I just... Where did you come from? Should I activate the mystery as well? Yes, let's do it. Huh. Okay. What does that do? Okay, Fortify Magica. Why is my speed... Oh, I guess I have a disease. Hell joint. Is that something I can cure? No, I don't have a spell for curing disease. Well, maybe that's something to prioritize. Do I have a potion for it? So I didn't... Alchemy is not this guy's thing, so... Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of potions to work with, and I drank a lot of them in one of those fights, but... I have one of healing, but... Okay, I didn't even realize I had the speed stuff on me. I heard a horse. Huh. Oh, sweet. Let's see if there's any nerd root. Okay, so I'm gonna sell my stuff, and I think I think we just need to go to the fancy inn. Talk to the alchemist there because he's gonna have a potion like a that he made with Nirnroot for us, and I think we might actually be able to buy a horse once we're done with this because of all the fancy armor we picked up, which will be cool. That's good progress. And then we're gonna head to the Imperial City. Yeah, let's go find the
Greetings, Imperial.
orcs are the best in this game. They're always like, "Good morning. I hope you die in a fire." Like, what?
Head on.
Did you say that to me?
Welcome to Colovian Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm Gunder. Just let me know what you want. Now let's do business.
Okay, so he's actually gonna give us pretty good prices. I don't know. Is there like an
Good
armor?
day.
Let's find an armor. He might be able to give us better. I don't forgot in this game whether or not that makes a difference. But I did notice that 800 was his like max price, so hammer and tongs. Yeah, let's do this.
Not so loud, please. What a headache I've got. I'm Agnet the Smith. The Pickled, they call me. Sure wish I was pickled right now. Let's do business.
Okay, yeah, she's got more money. And actually it's gonna give me less. Maybe because I've sold to the other guy before?
Farewell.
Yeah. I mean, significantly too. That was probably a difference of like, what, 76 coin? So, Skingred doesn't have the best shops. I'm just gonna say it. So let's sell all of the flowers and stuff. Maybe pick up a cured disease poison
Me?
potion.
I'm Falanu. House Lalu. As if that matters here. Good luck with your fieldwork for Sandarian. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. A fine transaction. That's a fair deal. That's a good deal. An excellent bargain. You got a great deal there. An excellent bargain. That's a fair deal.
No, oh no, 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 no. Not the nerd. Okay.
That's more than I'd usually pay. That's a fair deal.
I got kind of in a trance there for a second.
That's a fair deal.
Okay, and No potions. She really does just, it looks like, sell ingredients. Oh, no, no, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Cure poison. Or cure disease. Oh my god, look at that. 246 gold. I'm
Tell
just gonna
your
be
friends
diseased.
about
I
me.
don't. I want a
Bye.
horse more than I want to not be diseased, so screw that. God, we have so much.
How
If
are
only
you?
this alchemy was one of this character's skills. Okay, sell the armor, pick up the potion, and then we'll be good.
What? Let's do business.
Excuse me.
You got a great deal there. A good price for a good customer. A good price for a good customer. You drive a hard bargain.
Okay. Anything else we want here? What has he got? They had a book on like where alchemical ingredients are. That would be pretty ideal, which I'm sure, I feel like I'm almost positive exists in this game, but you have to find it, which is the pain. If there's a library, this would be a lot easier. Well, that's cool.
A pleasure to serve you. Be
Alright, so
seeing
now we can
you.
afford a horse. Okay, and
How are
then
you?
West Weald Inn.
Greetings, Imperium. Your elixir is ready. Any more luck finding Nirnroot? If you need to know more about the Nirnroot, read the missive. Here's a weak elixir of exploration. Not bad, eh? If you want more, you can buy them from me. I've discounted them for you, of course.
How much does this thing go for? Really? That's, oh my god. Okay. Well, I thought it was gonna be like 1,000 or something. Um, thanks to Narian. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep that. I don't even want to go back to the
Can I
alchemist.
help
Let's just
you,
go buy a
brother?
horse. Yeah,
Good
no,
afternoon.
no, I'm just upset. that an apple? Huh. Just an apple sitting there. Okay. Okay, so I think the stables were inside of the west gate. Yeah.
Hello. You want a horse? I can sell you one. There are no finer bay horses than those sold by the Grateful Pass stables. Our bay horses are faster than the paint horses and tougher than the chestnut. You'll be proud to own one. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Tilmo has your horse waiting outside.
Sweet. Okay. Now we have a horse.
This bay horse will serve you well. Try to serve him just as well.
Wait, which bay horse is it? Ah, my bay horse. Can we... That doesn't give you an option to name him. We're going to call him Franco. I don't know why. That's just his name, so... Alright, so we gotta go to the Imperial City, which actually we should turn around. Look on Cassian's face. Oh my god. This is great. Just looking for Nernroot here. Okay, didn't find anything. Okay, so I will save here. Just for system crashes. Oh, I've been here. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. I imagine this are doing. Where'd the other one go? I just punch him back to oblivion. Okay, I can't find him. He's sitting in the bushes somewhere. Oh, nice. Okay. So we just gained. I think that would make us level 3. But don't. You're not attacking my. Oh my god, stop attacking the horse. You jerk. I think now that Cassian's got. Now that we've got some money, I probably won't be picking as many flowers. I'm going to be looking for them for obvious reasons. But I've done some decent wanderings in this area, so I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to find either the two flowers or whatever they are here. Yeah, Steel Blow and Taloma. I know that there's a town just outside of the Imperial City, so I think I might stop at the inn there. Not quite there. Okay, a little bit better. I wonder if there's anything in there.
So, what brings you here today? Welcome to the Walnut Inn. Could I interest you in a room or perhaps a bit of wine? Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Go ahead, keep it. I might swim more if it weren't for the slaughterfish. Sharp teeth, and some carry disease. Yes, actually, I'm quite fond of collecting all manners of wines from all over Tamriel. But one vintage continues to elude me. Shadow Banish wine. How I'd love to add it to my collection. Say, that gives me an idea. You look like the adventuring type. If you can retrieve 6 bottles of Shadow Banish wine, I'll gladly pay you well. All I know about them is that they're found in the many fort ruins scattered all over Cyrodiil. Well, apparently the wine is so rare because it was only made in one tiny batch. It's the product of an alchemist who was also a vintner. Besides tasting incredible, the magic within the wine allows the imbiber to be gifted with Night Eye. The vintner made it special for the Legion soldiers posted at the forts when they were active long ago. It was perfect for keeping lookouts warm on cold nights and helping them see better in the dark. Clever, eh?
Yeah, drunk and able to see in the dark. All right.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? That's a fair deal. Tell your friends about me. There's a fresh bed available to anyone who's got the 10 gold. Would you like it? So be it. Head upstairs and look for the last door on your right. That's your room for tonight. Sleep well. Keep looking for that wine. Farewell.
All right, so we got some reading stuff. Assassination. Emperor Uriel Septim VII is dead at the age of 87, having ruled Tamriel for 65 years. So he was 22 when he started? That's pretty good. He's killed by assassins unknown. At the same time, in separate locations, the late Emperor's 3 sons and heirs, Geldal, Edmund, and Ebel, were slain by other assassins. I didn't know that part. An investigation into the identity and motives of the assassins is underway. The Elder Council, Imperial Guard, and Blade Guards have forbidden the publication of reports and rumors concerning the event until further notice. By ancient precedent, the Elder Council rules the Empire until a new emperor is crowned. No direct heirs survive, and the Council has proposed no list of candidates. Chancellor Okado, the Imperial Battle Mage, speaking for the Elder Council, presented an appeal to the Empire's citizens for calm and asked that people remember the Emperor, his sons, and the Elder Council in their prayers. Emperor Uriel's early reign was marked by peace and prosperity. The Empress Kala Voria bore him 3 healthy sons, was a loving companion to the Emperor, and a great favorite of the people. However, the Emperor and the Empire suffered terribly during the Imperial Simulacrum, 389 to 399, when he was held captive in oblivion while the usurper Jagar Tharn assumed his appearance and ruled in his... What? That's pretty wild. Yeah, so just while he was in hell, while someone pretended to be him for 10 years, Emperor Uriel was finally rescued and restored, and the imposter defeated by the agency of the sorceress Rhea Silmain and her shadowy protege. But the shadowy protege, it sounds like that's the way you would write it in if that was from like a previous game or something, where they don't put the name in there. But the affairs of the empire were in great disorder, and Empress Kala Voria, exhausted by her ordeal, withdrew from public life. Yeah, that's fair. The decades following the Restoration were once again peaceful and prosperous, but increasing political tensions among the petty states of northwest Tamriel finally erupted in the War of the Iliac Bays, resulting in the establishment of the modern borders of Daggerfall, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Orsinium, and culminating with the remarkable events associated with the warp in the west. The latter years of the emperor's reign have seen a flourishing of imperial influence in the provinces, and with the fortunate resolution of the religious wars and the Vardenfell crisis, and with the wise and firm guidance of King Helseth and his mother, Queen Berenzia, an extension of imperial culture even into the more remote parts of Morrowind. The Emperor's murder and the murder of his 3 sons is a terrible crime and a great tragedy for the Empire. Battle Mage Akato assures us that all resources of the Elder Council, the Legions, the Guard, and the Arcane University, the Imperial Battle College, are being employed to bring the assassins to justice. But in the meantime, the greatest tribute we citizens can offer to the memory of our blah blah blah, diligent daily affairs, blah blah blah. Okay. Well, that was it. That was actually definitely worth reading. I think I wanted to read the Nernroot thing too. Right, okay, this was from Sundarian. I should have read this earlier, but this brings me to my next subject, the glowing root known as Nernroot. Although oddly tenacious root grows almost anywhere a significant body of water is present, the root is extremely rare, and I believe soon to become extinct. I myself have yet to come across one of the gnarled shoots. They're rarely in sight of the roads that cross Cyrodiil. According to the records of the noted imperial herbalist Shivius Regalium, the Nernroot once flourished and can be found all over the country, but he suspected a cataclysmic event severely stunted their growth. Although many scholars reject the proposal that the sun's death event, First Era 668, catastrophically affected plant life, Chivius feels that Nernroot's lineage was damaged by the lack of sun for a full year. Whereas other plant species tend to find a way, the Nernroot's mysterious magical nature made it especially susceptible to this climate shift. While this may or may not be the case, it's certainly true that the recorded sightings of Nernroot are declining as the years pass. The most perplexing facet of Shivius' study is that his notes describe the root as having a yellowish glow. Contrary to this fact, Nernroot of today has a soft bluish or blue-white glow. Unfortunately, since not many studies of the Nernroot were performed by Shivius' day until now, it's unknown when or why this occurred. What I'm proposing today is that the Nernroot, even though merely a plant, sensed impending extinction and therefore changed its own nature to survive. One of the more It's like a sentient plant, which I don't know, it sounds magical. So that kind of makes sense to me. But one of the more obvious facets of today's Nern root that supports this theory is the fact that it can now survive underground without any sunlight at all. While it's true that generally only mosses and fungi grow in these environments, I have two signed depositions by persons claiming that they sighted the Nern root in deep caves. Not once in Chivius's copious notes is a subterranean Nern root mentioned. But how could this be? How could a surface-dwelling plant suddenly begin appearing in new locations radically different from its normal habitat? The answer, my fellow alchemist, is nestled within Chivius's own notes. Although he spends a great deal of time with the Nern root in his laboratory, the one thing he neglected to test at a high enough level of detail was the soil. As stated previously, Chivius felt that the sun's death, the eruption of Red Mountain, contributed to the demise of Nern. Okay, so this is all tied to the Red Mountain, which is in Morrowind. And so basically blotted out the sky, I'm guessing. So, um, yeah, so as stated previously, he felt that the sun's death, the eruption of Red Mountain, contributed to the demise of Nirnroot. Agreed. My amendment is to that proposal is that the ash that fell from the sky that entire year mixed with the soil, and again, due to the magical nature of the root, contributed to the aforementioned changes. The ash became a catalyst of sorts, forcing a change in the very makeup of Nirnroot. Although very little ash from that dark time remains, I've done tests on newer ash samples sent to me from Vardenfell. They show little to no magical properties, certainly none of which could affect a plant to that magnitude. However, the rare occurrence of what's known as ash salt in the normal ash does contain very potent magical abilities. In fact, some native Dunmer are said to harness that ability to create a cure for the blight, which pervaded their realm many years ago. I feel this magic, meshed with Nirnroot's inherent magic, caused the radical change. In essence, the root healed itself. To surmise, my two proposals are certainly linked. The plant needed to survive, and therefore used a byproduct of its destructor to do so. No other plant in nature has ever come close to this metamorphosis. I feel Nirnroot has accomplished in a relatively short amount of time what it would take other species millions of years to complete. Whatever the case may be, one thing is certain. The Nirnroot is on a path to destruction. It contains untapped potential to create potions, the likes of which have never been seen in our day. I propose to you today that we divert a small portion of our funds to an expedition to collect some of these roots to study. I have outlined this proposal for your perusal after this section of the symposium. Please seriously consider this proposal before it becomes too late and the Nirnroot becomes nothing but a memory. Thank you for your time. Okay, well, um, yeah, that's the one that we're currently on. Okay, well, I think we can probably sleep and then I'm gonna take a little break. I think Rally has been working his way through these beer and mead bottles.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here. I got what you need.
That doesn't sound sketchy.
You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
It's like he sells like a bow, a sword, and a dagger.
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
What the Okay. Good night to you too. Oh, level 4. Okay.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come in.
Okay, I'm actually gonna do a quick save, and then take a break, and I'll be back in like 6 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we got up a little bit early. We got stuff to do today. I mean, sort of. I just gotta take these Dwemer artifacts into the city. Alright, so I think we'll go to the temple real quick. See what's going on there. There's a stable here. Ah, there it is.
I'm Brayless Gowie, and no, we don't sell horses, but we do eat well. The stables are owned by an orc, and you know, orcs and horses.
I I don't even know.
If
Okay.
I had a question about heavy armor, I'd probably ask Varnado at the best defense. Be seeing you.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk you into the stables there. I guess they're still open. It's early risers and all that.
You have my ear, citizen. Speak.
Hello. They call me Isleaf the Open-Handed because I'm so generous. Well, don't expect a handout from me. You certainly don't need it. The Gilded Carafe, a fine store with a terrible name. Good day.
How are you today?
Who's talking to me? Ah, oh, well, hello,
Jamad
Jimad.
keeps the grounds of the temple nice and neat. Other things, Jamad does when they ask. Be seeing you.
What? Venivia Melisaia takes all the merchant complaints in the city. Farewell.
Yeah, this place kind of looks empty without the fire.
Hi there.
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service? Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
What is it, citizen? Speak.
Hail. You have them? The items I requested? Give them to me, please. Yes, yes, this seems to be everything. Here's your reward. Thank you again.
Oh, can we go see something cool happen? She just wouldn't know. Okay. We're not allowed in. Right? No, that's definitely red. We do not want to get any deeper trouble with the Mages Guild right now. Definitely don't want to take a portal. Oh, she went like straight from there to the Archmages chambers. I'm just gonna hang out here for a second. Maybe she's like discovered something. Or not. Okay. Well, there we go. That was anticlimactic. What did we actually get from that? Yeah, okay. Well, where are we going to go from here? So the one thing I did want to do was go to the bookstore.
You have my ear, citizen.
In the trade district and see if they have any books on, like, the locations of plants. otherwise, I think there's like a pilgrimage quest that would make sense to do as the next one, which actually sounds slightly dangerous. But the priority with him, since he's or priority for us, trying to do this in first person, but
You have my ear, citizen.
is anything since we're suspended from the Mages
You
Guild
have my ear, citizen.
is mostly like things that involve knowledge gathering and stuff. And then secondarily, just things
Hail, good
intriguing
citizen.
from a kind of stuff that is a little gray morally. I think the pilgrimage one definitely fits in with the former past as a monk, so it's a little bit different, but the arena I don't feel a strong desire to do right now, but
Hail, good citizen. You have my ear, citizen.
okay.
Hello. Urjabi helps his brothers, Rajirad and Hasiri, to run the Black Horse Courier. Others write. We organize. We deliver. The news never stops. Good day.
I was wondering if I could get a copy.
How goes it?
Don't be the last to read today.
Good morning.
Can you spare a coin?
So I'm at level 4, and I think the little like missive that ChatGPT developed for this character was the part that I'm following is true up to level 5. So after that, I might switch up sort of the major guideposts for the characters, but maybe with an update from ChatGPT. So just kind of where the story's gone so far, keep it kind of flexible from there. But yeah, there's gotta
I'm
be. I
listening.
know there's a bookstore somewhere here. Stonewall Shields. I don't think it's here, although we could buy some cool threads. Discount spells. Yeah, let's check out the spells. We've got some money now. Get something sweet.
Yes?
Cure disease would be handy for sure.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Okay, let me pull up my character sheet. Right, so we're destruction, conjuration, alteration. But we don't use weapons. It's all fists with this guy. I think Speechcraft is one of the ones that alteration too, but our skill level is too low. So let's see, 240 seconds, which means it's a 4-minute long spell. It's pretty cheap. So mysticism isn't one of our things. We're not big on the snow. A scamp, I think it might actually be better than the skeleton. Because, yeah, I think that one we might do. Because I think they shoot fire, if I'm right. Yeah, let's do the scamp. And then this we could use.
Come back and see me again. Take care.
But no disease cure disease, unfortunately. Probably have to get in with the Mages Guild again before we get access to some really good stuff. But then Scamp, this is the one. I'm looking forward to using this. Okay, so that's that. That's really the only thing I really wanted to do. No, sorry, the bookstore. What am I talking about? Here it is, first edition. Nice. Man, look at all these books.
I'm Phintius, owner and proprietor of the first edition. Look around. If I don't have it, maybe I can get it. This is the only bookstore in the city. There's also Renoir's books in Coral, Machna's in Cheydinhall, and Southern Books in Leyawen.
Okay, so there's some other places where we could go to find books.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
The document of puerile banter. That's awesome. Only 6,000. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just curious. This one I think is just going to be some reading.
You bought that for a song.
Um, I'm just going to buy. I think Fundaments of Alchemy, I think, would be good.
Come back and see me again. Good day.
God, everyone in this game is so chippy. Okay. Yeah, so actually, let's see the quest. Okay, so we'll come back to the orrery thing. Yeah, this one seems like it's just something you kind of pick up while you're exploring old forts. But it's good to know. I don't know if there's much knowledge to be gained there, so I don't think it's a high priority. Yeah, this one is the one that's most interesting. That one I can't do because I'm not level 20, but Pilgrimage. I've heard of a mysterious prophet who preaches outside the desecrated chapel of Dibella, an anvil. I should find out if he knows anything about who attacked the chapel and why. That seems like something we'd want to do.
What? What can I interest you in? Thank you for your patronage.
Okay, I'm actually going to step away again
Good
really
day.
quick, and then I will be back. Okay. All right, so pilgrimage. Part of me almost wants to like keep trying with this book thing to see if we can find a book that says where these flowers are that we're looking for. So let's start with the fundamentals of alchemy. Well, that one definitely didn't have it. Maybe... All right, well, let's just read this. I think we'll go to Anvil. We'll do the temple one. Sweet Diabella, Lady of Love, bless us, because it has to do with the temple, so I think that makes sense. Lady of Love, bless us and our children. My name is Alessia Otis. I'd like to tell you all about Anvil. The seat of Anvil County is by the sea, and at first glance it is very pretty, but when you examine it closely, it turns out to be quite unpleasant. The water views are charming, but on the docks and in the harbor district outside of town you will find many sailors and tramps and dirty persons of little worth. Okay. Castle Anvil is clean and well ordered, and within the town walls, some houses are bright and cheerful, but others are derelict and abandoned, or shabby and neglected, with plaster fallen in patches from the stonework, and lunatics and drunkards may be encountered everywhere. Okay. Alessia Otis clearly does not think highly of Anvil. Castle Anvil. The ruler of Anvil is Countess Melona Umbernox. Her husband, Corvus Umbernox, disappeared many years ago, and most persons would agree that her ladyship is better off without him, for he was a light and frivolous person, and given to loose and riotous behavior likely to promote scandal. The Countess herself is a righteous and godly woman, and an excellent ruler, well loved by the people. If only she could compel her town guard to drive the seamen, lowlifes, loafers, and thieves from Anvil streets, Anvil might be a more tolerable place to live. Okay, so the districts of Anvil. Consider the 5 districts of Anvil. Castle Anvil lies outside the town walls, south of town, overlooking the harbor, and is reached by gate from Chapelgate. Within the town walls are 3 districts: Chapelgate in the east, Westgate in the west, and Guildgate between Chapelgate and Westgate. Harborside lies outside the town walls, south of town, and is reached by a gate from the Westgate district. Chapelgate. A more beautiful chapel may not be seen in all Cyrodiil. A quiet garden for meditation, with a fine statue of Diabella, lies between the chapel and the town wall, and across from the chapel is a lovely garden and covered arcade where worshippers are protected from the elements. Regrettably, the people of Anvil seem little inclined to appreciate these advantages and are seldom seen worshipping in the chapel. Whether this is the fault of the primate, who is a vain and shallow woman, or the countess, who does little to encourage regular chapel worship by her example, I am unable to judge. Guildgate. The most prosperous part of Anvil is entered by Guildgate, or Main Gate, or North Gate. Here, side by side, may be seen the handsomest and ugliest of Anvil buildings. The guilds are kept clean and in good repair, and both mages and fighter guilds are unusually ambitious and industrious by Cyrodiil's common standard. The head of the Mages Guild, Carahil, is a scholar of good reputation and an outspoken enemy of necromancy, summoning, and the dark arts. The Fighter Guild here is well staffed and active and shows no signs of fecklessness and poor morale of chapters elsewhere in Cyrodiil. However, next to the Mages Guild is a ruin, long boarded up and abandoned, and a prominent eyesore. I wonder if that's part of the Mages Guild quest there. Westgate. This is the residential district of Anvil. The houses here are shabby and ill-kept. The people are untidy and dull, with the exception of Anvil's famous citizen, the Argonian authoress Quillweave, who produces wretched books celebrating misadventures and schemes of the lower and criminal classes. This person does her race no favor by confirming the prejudices of many who consider Argonians to be ungodly, dishonest, and worthless, and little better than beasts. I'm getting my money's worth with this book. Harborside. The docks are rotten and in ill repair, and all manner of smells issue forth from the holds of ships and ramshackle warehouses. Shiftless persons gather here to bask in the sun, gossip, chatter, and plot how to beg or steal gold for wine and ale. Here, a good woman named Mirabelle Monet runs a house for homeless sailors, but, I'm sorry to say, her mistaken tender-heartedness and charity only encourages malingering and drunkenness. Instead, she should urge these wicked and idle men to improve themselves through industry and the teachings of the Nine. There is, however, a very appealing lighthouse south of the harbor, from which one may contemplate a distant and less disagreeable view of Anvil's castle town and its harbor setting. May the Nine guard and guide you. Wow. Well, clearly, after reading all that, we gotta go to Anvil, which I get the feeling is exactly where we just went. Well, I read the book. We gotta go there. So be it. And investigate this chapel thing.
How goes it?
So yeah, we did not. I think there was another book that I picked up that I might not read right now. I think it was just for. Yeah, the trial. Yeah, I was just gonna read that when we stop at an inn at some point.
Greetings.
South. We're looking to go west.
What's this about?
Is there something scratched into Kvatch? That's interesting. It's like someone scratched the Kvatch sign. Weird. Okay. Hmm. Let's go talk to this person.
Go ahead. What do you want? They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members. He's that Imperial Watch captain that's always chasing after the Grey Fox and the Thieves Guild. Chasing after shadows, if you ask me. The Thieves Guild probably doesn't exist, and it's a sure bet the Grey Fox doesn't either. Oh, he's that wanted criminal. Isn't he a master thief? I hear he's dangerous, too. I've heard that the beggars spy for him. Take care.
That's not a bad theory. They definitely seem to like him a lot more. I've asked a lot about the Grey Fox, although I haven't really got any lead on him one way or the other, which is fine. It's not really thieving ain't really this guy's thing, so. Part of me just wants to take these guides and go visit all the cities, and then, I mean, at some point, we got to come across these flowers, right? Or maybe we'll just have a pivot in terms of, like, this guy's path he's following. Alright. Yes, perfect. I thought they had fire abilities. They go away pretty quick. Summer bolete. Okay. Not what we're looking for. So the stretch of road for really west of Skingrad, I haven't really done much. I mostly have been doing the back country, so it's actually going to be kind of new. You see, the Kvatch has these scratch marks, like, next to it, which is interesting. That's the second sign I've seen where it's been like that. Yeah, that's where the highwayman tried to jump me. I wonder if they ever do despawn the bodies. I think that... Let's go talk to that person.
What? I think we're in for some hard times. The death of Uriel Septim and his heirs changes everything. Bye.
Interesting. Let me do a quick save. Just in case it crashes again. That would be kind of brutal. These long stretches of traveling, the game's not really... It doesn't seem to prioritize like auto-saving when you're just out in the natural world. Mostly like loading screens and stuff. Yeah, I think this road is... Are we going the right way? I don't know. I think we might have gone on a little side path. Yeah, I think this is the direction we want to go. So Skingrad we know pretty well. I've spent most of my time in Skingrad doing some spying and then a little bit of collecting Nirnroot. I bought my horse from there. But mostly, I think the biggest one was the... Oh, we can't bring our horse in there. See, that's a problem. Like, how do you go around Skin Ground? Don't even try. I know what you're gonna do, dog. Get off the horse. Always go for the horse. It's getting later, so maybe stop in Kvatch. Also has that little scratch mark on it. What could go wrong? Certainly Cassian wouldn't have any reason to think that there's anything that could go wrong if he stays in Kvatch. So it's just a logical place to stop when the sun's getting late. So nope. I heard. Yeah, that's right. Don't you dare.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Yeah, that's right. See, I saw that camp. There's more enemies, okay. Oh, that was just a dog. That makes me feel bad. Maybe not the wolves make me feel better, but... Okay, well I think... Oh, shoot. What's wrong, horse? Oh. He's just making noises. Okay. Well, I think we'll probably just use their camp for the day. Maybe go grab some flowers while there's still some sunlight. Motherwort. Okay. I kind of want to look up what wart actually means because it shows up in like actual real life botany a lot, particularly like in old names for certain types of plants. So I'm guessing it means something like like Old English or something. It's kind of nice. Just check out that shrine over there too. I hear someone say something. Ah. Okay, buddy. I had a feeling there was more than one. Okay, so I got about 30 minutes. I think we'll probably make it to Anvil by then. The orrery at the Arcade University should be functional once more. I can visit it as often as I like and also receive powers based on the phases of the moon. Oh, okay. Good to know. Can I equip a torch? I think I got a torch. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah, I've got shoot. Sorry, horse. I didn't mean to punch you.
What's that?
Oh, yeah, you're gonna be this way. Okay. This is definitely, I think we're probably going to be entering like a little bit different of an environment, so I'm going to just keep an eye out on the plant, see if I spot anything new. So like the primroses are definitely new.
Well, look who we've got here.
Oh my goodness, just
Today you die.
I think my horse just one-shot them, which is awesome. Nice job, Franco. Okay, yeah, Kvatch and Anvil.
Oh, what's the
Whoa.
matter? Is the baby
What's...
gonna cry? Die, cur!
Stop attacking my horse. God, you jerk. Oh, a monk robe. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, definitely more of a monk, this guy. Is there like a quest update or something? Okay, is there like a... Oh, there's a camp right up there. Rasava camp. I suppose I can just check this out. Okay, that seems to be it. Or is it?
Hail.
Gonna have plenty of wolf hides. Let's check our inventory. Yeah, we actually, I think we went up to 250. So, got a lot more room. Because we've been putting all the skills in like strength and endurance, I think. So, one of those two. This is slow going. Pretty rough out here. Sure we could pick that if we weren't on the horse, but
Well, look who we've got.
oh boy.
Show me what you've got.
The wolves are tougher than the bandits, somehow. I was hoping to not have to deal with these guys, but they... Well, I will say this, there's like no shortage of places to sleep on the way between Skingrad and Anvil. Or Kvatch, really. I don't even think we've gotten past Kvatch. There's bandits everywhere. I feel like we're gonna get to level 5 just attacking, like fending off things on the road. Oh my god, another wolf. I think it's still kind of early in the day, so I don't think we need to stop in Kvatch. Okay, so we've got Kvatch with the scratches on the signpost again. But Anvil's this way, so... And we got plenty of time, so... Yeah, see, aloe vera. So we're in a kind of a new region, which we kind of touched, actually, earlier in the stream. Yeah, it's down... Nope. Yeah, away from the horse. I feel like the horse's health was actually pretty low. Yeah, I know what you're gonna do. Yeah. You got any bandit friends around here? What on earth is that? The hell? Huh. I think that's the animal. So what the hell is this doing here? Okay, alright, I'm just gonna keep moving on. I don't see like a oh, you know what? I'm gonna... let's talk to these people. I got plenty of time before I'd need to sleep, but... maybe they know what's up with the, yeah, I mean, this looks like a pretty normal inn. Ginseng, St. John's wort, bergamot.
Well met. It's my pleasure. Please continue. There's much I can show you.
Okay, so he's a mercantile trainer.
Spriggans, nature's guardians, my foot. Mean things. They'll curse you, or they might call a bear to tear you apart.
I've never heard of Spriggans.
Blasted thief. I hope they string him up when they catch him. He's a slippery one, though. The beggars are his eyes and ears.
Tell me what you really think, Farouk.
Food and drink will do you some good. You've made a good bit of... That's more than I'd usually... A good price for a good customer. You got a great deal there. That's more than I'd usually... That's a good deal. You got a great deal there.
Alright. Make some good change.
A satisfied customer. You too.
Alright, there doesn't seem to be anything like unique
no
going
problem,
on here.
is there?
I don't know, there's a guy's head on a spike outside.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Isn't he a soldier or a guardsman in the Imperial City? The Emperor is dead, and so are his heirs. We're a legion without a leader. The Blades were trusted with our Lord's protection, and they failed. If you run into trouble, come find me.
I don't even know where to start with that one. If you run into trouble... Alright. Okay, he seems to be doing all right. Okay, definitely things have switched up a little bit. Is this ginseng? Yeah. Okay, so when you're anvil, ginseng is definitely something. More flax. Flax is everywhere. Aloe vera. Oh no.
Your money or your life?
Let's roll, boy.
Easily done. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Oh shoot, I forgot to switch to my fire ability. That was okay though. Yeah, I think we can carry that. Okay, this one's new. Arrow root. What on... Oh, hold up. Oh, who is this guy? Okay. Weird. But I suppose it's not my problem. Yeah. I don't even know. Oh man. Things get weird when you get west of Skingrad. Just talk to this guy.
Hi there. Pinnerus and Ventius, hunter, woodsman, and marksman at your service.
It's unbelievable. Right in the center of the city. Nobody saw anything. Makes you wonder about the competence of the guard, if you ask me.
Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside, ranting at passers-by. Plenty of deer, wolf, boar, mountain lion, bear in the county. Just need to know where to look for them.
Everybody's talking about the Prophet. After the attack on the chapel, people are inclined to believe almost anything.
I can show you some new things. Goodbye.
Okay, so he can do marksmanship. How are we doing on time? I can't really see the sun because it's a cloudy day, so.
Excuse me, I'm on duty. By the time we got there, it was too late. We have no idea how they got in or out without any of our patrols seeing them. He's that thief that the Imperial Watch are always going on about. He likes to steal from rich folk. Farewell.
This is a cool city. The first thing we're going to do is check out the temple. So that would be the Fighters Guild, then the Mages Guild. It's way more open than the other ones that we've been to. It's got like a mermaid statue over there. Or do they have any Nernroot? Yes. It's here. Dragon's Tongue. Oh my god, that makes me... That's so awesome. I'm going to save just because... In case the system crashes. Because I'm overwhelmed by relief that I found the freaking one of them. Oh, man. Okay, Anvil is where you can find Dragon's Tongue. I was just looking for Nernroot, but... And then there's a suspiciously empty barrel over here, but... Okay, so I just need 19 more of the Dragon's Tongue, and then I'm good. Because it's totally not going to be rare or anything, right? Let's see.
You pore over your dusty tomes of lore. You study ancient genealogies and bloodlines. Look
Okay.
you to blood for truth. There is truth in blood, but not the truth.
Have
you
pity
seek.
on an old war veteran.
The truth is...
Please be generous, kind sir. Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah.
Rufrius Vinicius is good with his fists. I've seen him in action, and it's impressive. Blessings
well,
of Akatosh upon you.
There in the chapel of love.
we'll have to learn from him. Okay, so I'm actually going to stop it here. Because I got to stop in, like, hard stop in 5 minutes anyways, and... I wanted to talk to that rambling prophet, but I want to make sure I have the time needed to properly explore what's going on here. So that was a really good. It doesn't always work out that way. Really good stopping point. So, and pretty good stream altogether. So, I think when I started, I was having to make up for some lost ground earlier. Okay, so we got the save here on day 11. So we made 11 days without dying, and a level 4. And I think at level 6, if I'm not like, I think the plan was levels 1 through 5 to, basically, yes, return back. We're good. Basically up to level 5 do Mages Guild stuff, which would have kept us plenty busy. But I think because it's gone so divergent because of the accidental pickpocketing thing. Just checking. I think at level 6 I'll probably update and then have ChatGPT kind of like update the narrative arc for thing and see what it comes up with and just kind of follow that. So, but for now it's kind of played itself out. It's actually kind of fun doing this where the random stuff that happens to you sort of directs where you end up. So it's like chaos theory in action. Sweet. So, but I'm found the dragon's tongue. So I think that might actually change things a little bit because now I was doing the chapel thing, which I'm going to keep doing. But I don't think we're going to be leaving Anvil until we've gotten all the dragon's tongue or at least explored the area to see if there's any more of it. I mean, I'm a little worried that maybe it's a bit rare, like it's like Nerd Root where it only grows near lakes and stuff, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to explore. And maybe we'll find Redwart too. But I get the feeling Redwart might be in a completely different area. So, but if we do, we might actually get reinstated to the Mages Guild, which is pretty sweet. So, we're a lot stronger than we would have been otherwise. So I think I was like level 2 when I did the Mages Guild. It was super early on. So, but yeah, so I think that's it for Varro for today. It's always hard to like switch over. I think I'm planning to play Cleric Obscure tomorrow morning. Just keep going with that one, and those will be my 2 main playthroughs. So it's going to be like another week before I have an update on Cassian Varro, but that's okay. I'm just taking my time with the playthrough. So it is permadeath, so I'm trying to be careful not to. I don't want to like avoid combat or anything, but obviously dead's dead. So that kind of ends their journey. So we're definitely at the point where like bandits and stuff like that don't really don't pose much of a threat. So I'm worried about my horse. I get the feeling that I might have to get a new one soon, which would suck because they are expensive. I don't have that much money yet. So anyways, so if you're anyone watching, thanks for checking it out. Like I said, I'll probably be on tomorrow morning. And I've got video on demand so that it shows for 30 days. So if people can't watch in the morning or whatever, check it out then. So, but yeah, for anyone watching, thanks for checking it out. And I will see you guys around next time. Cheers.